Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
This defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They go play action. Cousins. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Finding room at midfield.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the...
throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
What a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Fields this way up at the 17. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Andrew Booth making the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
36-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Raiders first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now here's the option play going left. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
They pitch it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Nick Chubb
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the...
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Dak Prescott.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action now, Prescott.
Complete to Drake London.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll give this to Akers running right.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The Saints at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
From the 38, Prescott.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints have cut it back within a score.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech. I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
They run it again with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Prescott's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wound up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure, they got him again. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Off the play fake, Prescott. This is caught, it's Boyd. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hill going to keep it on the option. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cousins now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Prescott on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw once more on second and 10. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Prescott. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up first and 10. In motion left goes Boyd. Final play of the half, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
In motion right is Evans. A second down throw for Prescott. Airing this one out for Evans. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Raiders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he's got some space here.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10.
A big play that time out of Chubb.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run with Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Hopkins, the man in motion right. Third and goal for Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Fourth down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds his target, it's Evans.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 8. Going right back to Akers. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a give. Akers running left. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Evans comes in motion right. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
A give up the middle to Akers.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Off the option, here's Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point hits up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And again, it's Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Cousins. They'll roll him out right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Play action now. Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw it is Cousins.
The pass caught by Olave.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell them, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
Here's Dak.
This is caught by Evans. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards that time.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Prescott. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
To throw, Prescott.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't it?
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Set to get this drive started.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it